Storm Boy 13. Please excuse the traffic noise in the background. There's nothing I can do about it. This is the best location I can do for this video. Today, the date of filming is the 23rd of March, and 1 year ago, exactly 1 year ago actually, from this recording date, the whole of the UK was plunged into a national lockdown. So we know that was the particular day it changed most of Britain's lives forever, you know, with so much restrictions going on in our lives. We couldn't do very much, with very limited outings of exercise, shopping, helping for an elderly person, yeah, and obviously for an emergency. Other than that, we pretty much locked inside your doors for several months. It has been, you know, 1 year on, and I remembered we've had about death tolls just creeping into the hundreds by then. Well, back then that is, with cases well into the thousands. Look at this, 1 year on, we have lost, this is absolutely excruciatingly painful to say this, but we have lost, as we know, the UK's lost over 125,000 people. Obviously, that is not a figure. Each number is a family who's lost their loved one, and you know, this is just beyond painful to having to say this, you know, and having to reflect on the terms that, you know, so many lives lost, and it could have been well and truly prevented. I have to be honest, I didn't think the government got it absolutely right throughout this 12 months. There were times that, yep, I have to admit, I'm not ashamed to admit anymore, that they should have went into lockdown at least a week earlier, and maybe at least several tens of thousands of lives potentially back then may have been saved, even if it may sound a big ask. But I had to say, even back in, well, the second full lockdown in January, we didn't really get it right either. But look at this, that is, to lose 125,000 people is like part of, it's, I would say, about the equivalent of 1/6 of the city population. That is just, even if it does sound random, it is just awful, and I want to send my huge condolences to everyone being affected by this terrible tragedy of COVID-19. You know, all of us, and for those who have been infected but fortunate to have survived, it's, you know, there can be miracles around, but it's very sad, the miracles are meant for everyone. But this is, you know, we all hope this will never happen again. Nobody should have to go through a horrendous pandemic, you know, as bad as this. Probably the worst pandemic we've had for several hundreds of years, you know. So now I'm going to be doing a 1 minute silence, because we had it at midday, didn't get a chance, I was busy. So as I'm near a mini waterfall, this is where we'll be doing our 1 minute silence. Please just pretend there are no cars by, and just focus on the water. Well, there's a minute's silence. Thank you so much. If you've watched a video with me and just reflected for a minute, thank you for that. Honestly, my hearts go out to all of you who've lost a loved one. I think it's safe to say nearly all of us have lost someone we knew. Whether it's a close friend or just someone you may have known a few times, but you know, it can be, you know, you've got to be aware that any day could be your last day, and you know, we've got to make the most of our everyday lives. You know, you only get this opportunity once. You know, you've got to be thankful for the life you have, and you know, be grateful for the life you have. And but like I said, with Queen and other people, better days will come, and it will get better. There's light at the end of the tunnel.